out there now that aren't sure about what we can do about the things that are going on in this country. Um, and I have a good suggestion. Um, they always talk about we need to unite. Um, no, it's not going to work unless we have a lot of people that do this. And my suggestion is to get off of the dependence on the state. Um, these people exert themselves on us, and they say things like they give us the roads, and not one of them could ever possibly make a road, and yet they police the roads and tax them and want to find out what's in your car when you're driving on them, like they're not even our roads. Things like this. Um, they decide even what goes on in your home with your family, and who gets to watch your kids and or raise your kids. I mean, uh, a lot of times it has to do with uh, child support or things like that. A lot of men I know have to pay child support, and if the woman doesn't want them to see the kid, they got to take them to court. And for some reason, they don't get in trouble when they don't allow the father to see them. And it's not right. I feel for a lot of people. These people are making us work for our bread. Um, they're always talking about creating jobs, and these are the people that don't even work. They do nothing. They do absolutely nothing but put people in prison. They build prisons like that's a job to build a prison. Then they put people in prison because they make a bunch of laws, and these laws all violate the Bill of Rights, basically. Um, these people are no good, and we're serving them because we think we got to use money, and we really don't. We really just need all we need is food and a place to sleep. And you don't even really need to eat that much if you're not working that much. If you're not moving around, you could just sit still, and you wouldn't need to eat a lot of food. Um, so my suggestion is that we set up a camp, basically, and unite. And I have a feeling that this needs to be done pretty quickly because the way it's been going, people are going crazy out there having to get up, work 40, 50 hours a week, and you're not getting to enjoy life when you do that. I'm making parts for cars, and we don't need more cars on the road. We got too many cars on the road. These cars, driving around cars, burns up oil, puts it into the atmosphere. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to live, to drive around and burn oil. Like I said, if you're sitting camping and not moving very much, you're not going to need to eat very much. But if you're working, you're going to need to eat more. Another thing too is you're away from your family so much, and you don't know what your kids are learning in school. Don't you think it's a little strange that these statists find it so important to have your kids in school? Well, the Nazis wanted their kids in school too because they had to instill in them the Nazi ideals of statism, that the state is the most important thing, and it's not. It's very unnecessary. What's the most important thing for people is to be a community, to be a tight-knit community with your family and your friends. And what are your kids learning in school? They're there 8 hours a day, and like I know, kids, they're told they got to be quiet. I mean, that's a punishment for kids to sit and be quiet. What are they going to learn by that? I'll tell you what they're going to learn. They're going to learn how to work 40 hours a week. And that's it. That's not necessary. It's not necessary to go to school 40 hours a week. It's not necessary to work 40 hours a week. It doesn't improve your quality of life to sit there and be quiet at a factory job and do a dance, and there's not even any music. You're dancing in a factory, and for a bunch of people that don't work themselves. Their job is to make sure you follow them and you worship their laws. Basically, you think that when you break a law, you did something wrong. Well, the law is not right. Are the ones that break the laws. They're spreading war and they're putting people in prison. And it's ridiculous. A lot of them people don't belong in prison except that, you know, they broke a law that really they probably weren't even hurting anybody. That's really worry about stopping somebody is if they're hurting somebody, and these are the same people that are spreading war. Um, and another thing with the law is they say property is 9/10 of it, and that means if you're poor, there is no protection for you. But if you're rich and you got a lot of property, you're protected. 9/10 of the law is for you, and it's why support that? Why pay into to do that? But like I said, my suggestion is we unite, we get a camp together, get your camping gear, uh, get what you need for, it could be years, but I think we can get lots and lots of people into this, and we should do it soon because you don't want people that rule by law because you don't know you already got a taste of what being ruled by law is, and it's been debt, and it's been prison, and uh it's been war, and they're exerting their law on other people, so yeah, people that aren't even in this country, so people that aren't even don't even know what our country is. They just want to live where they're at and not have to worry about what rules are from another country. So if you like this message, give it a thumbs up, sub my channel. That there are out there that are willing to take that step, because we got to take a step. We got to take a step for two reasons. One reason is for the preservation of mankind, um, the freedom and the peace of men, and the second reason is for the preservation of the earth, because we only got our own planet, and burning oil, driving to work every day is not helping to preserve it. So I'm sorry this message ran long. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. I think a lot of people do feel the way I do, but like I said, give it a thumbs up. Spread this message to as many people as you can, and hopefully we'll have peace on earth. Oh, that'd be awesome. And we'll get rid of the people that are just using our country and our world for their own personal gain. It's really sick. So please, like I said, hopefully we got peace by 2012. Exert themselves on us, and they say things like they give us the roads, and not one of them could. If the woman doesn't want them to see the kid, and I have a theory. What's the most important thing for people is to why work 40 hours to do that. But like I said, that there are other people out there that are willing our country and our world for